Alright, what's up YouTube? Today is kind of a sad or an exciting day, depending on how you look at it.
Turn right
But this will be pretty much my last drive with this Corolla. We're actually going to be, right now I'm driving this to go pick up a truck and trailer, and we're going to be loading this thing up and taking it down to Florida, where the new owner is going to be taking delivery of the car. So I imagine there's going to be some people kind of upset about seeing this car go, myself included. But when I bought this car, I wasn't sure if it was going to be a short-term fixer-upper and sell, or if it was going to be like a long-term fleet car. But honestly, the time has come to go ahead and let this car pass, as I can only have so many cars and can afford so many repairs and upgrades and whatever all at the same time. And with getting my Celica back in the fleet, and picking up my MR2 from the shop, doing the supercharged engine swap, I've got more than enough stuff on my plate that I can play with as far as any kind of modifications and driving and stuff. And you know, this car being a mostly stock car, I'm just, you know, it's been fun for a daily driver, but I mean, I've got 4 cars, man. How many do I really need to have? So yeah, we're going to be loading this thing up on a trailer here and driving it down to Florida. So we'll share the trip and kind of tell you what's going to be next with the other cars. Today's a good day to go to Florida. Atlanta. Well, we're back from Florida. The car is sold. Everything went smoothly. The new owner seems to be really excited about owning the car. He actually has a fleet of AE86s. He has all kinds of things from SR5s to GTSs. As you can see kind of in the pictures here, this is just some of them. One of them actually has an SR20 swap into it. In that group right there, there's other SR5s and there's a couple of GTSs as well. So what's really exciting is the guy that bought this car is buying it to fix it up and sell it. He is actually building Initial D replica cars, all the way down to the decals on the driver's side door. He has a GTS parts car already lined up. It was actually in the parking lot there when I sold him the car. It had a completely roached out shell. It was a coupe, so it was real beat up, real rusty. You know, half the interior stuff was missing. It was just a rotten car. Not worth much for value, so he's gonna take the drivetrain out of that, swap it into the SR5 that I sold to him. Then he will take it. He wanted to have my car because it's white with the burgundy interior. So what he'll do is go ahead and get it painted, go with the white and black two-tone, and that way he won't have to repaint door jambs, repaint engine bay, anything like that. And then basically within, you know, 1 to 3 months time, that car will be on the market as an Initial D clone car. Now the guy's car lot is located in Pensacola, Florida. If anybody really would like to know who he is and possibly buy a car from him, I can put a link in the description, or if you want to ask, I can message you or reply to the comment. But yeah, that car is sold. Now, as the title states, I did sell the car for $4,000, and believe it or not, that was a pretty fair price for the car considering the market. Sometimes you can find these things all over the board from $2,000 to $4,000 to $6,000, and different miles, different engines, different trim levels, different colors, different years. I mean, there's so many variables that can go into play. But I knew what this car was worth. I knew when I bought it that even when I bought it for $400, and it was also kind of roached out. That day I could have sold it for probably close to 2, just because it was running and driving Corolla. But I knew that it would be worth a whole lot more if I went through and actually cleaned it up, took care of a little bit of the rust, untrashed the inside, got everything functional, did a little bit of maintenance on it. But I've definitely not been one to buy and flip cars. This is actually the first time I've done that, and made a really good profit on this. And you know, I could have either put $3,000 into the car to make it look better and swap the engine, do all this stuff, or I could just sell the car and get $3,000, and that, to me, that sounded like a better option. So good news is that money is being currently reinvested into the rest of the fleet, to include the car we're driving now. Just got my 87 Toyota MR2 back from the shop from for a GZE swap. It was originally an 87 NA car, and now it's got a bone stock heart from an 88 supercharged MR2. Runs well. We just have to complete the build from where it was 4 years ago. So what I'll do is I'll post up a kind of a beginning to end progress video, so we can kind of remember where this Corolla started, and kind of revel in where it ended. And then I'll start posting up some content about the 4A GZE supercharged MR2 there. So I appreciate you guys watching the content for the video. The new owner has said we'll be able to stay in contact, and they'll be able to keep me updated with possibly some progress on the car as he's owned it, and maybe up to the point where he's selling it. So I'm hoping that'll be followed through with, and I'll be able to keep you guys informed on the current status of the car, even though I don't own it anymore. So thanks so much for watching these videos. As always, feel free to check out the new content coming up. Anytime I'm doing stuff with the cars, I'm going to try to share it with you guys, so that you know, I can really, for me, so I can progress my build, keep the progress on my build. But since there's enough people that kind of like to enjoy seeing these kind of at-home builds, I'll share it with you guys too. So again, thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye.